What is up guys, Squishei here, and this video will take you through the basics of mercenary camps in Heroes of the Storm. While mercenary camps may seem like a simple topic, they are essential to understand and control in a Heroes of the Storm game. Let's start with the basics. Each camp has a recommended solo level where an average hero can take the camp. Some heroes may be able to take it earlier, and some later depending on the player's build and skill set. The power and level of the mercenary camps will increase as the game goes on. After finding your victims, simply kill the enemy or enemies in the camp and a capture point will unlock. Once you capture it, you will receive a health globe and the mercenaries will respawn and push down the lane in your favor. Players will receive experience for killing each individual monster as well as a bonus for capturing the camp. The enemy will receive a small amount of experience when they kill the mercenaries. Note that mercenary camps may function differently depending on whether you are fighting them in the camp or in a lane. There are 3 types of mercenary camps. Each one has a different purpose and difficulty level. The first and easiest to take is the Siege Giants. These will always spawn in a pack of 2 and will lob projectiles at the closest enemy, dealing splash damage. The Siege Giant camp can be taken without receiving any damage by simply moving from the impact location. Look how Nova stutter steps the rocks every 1 or 2 shots and is able to kill the camp without taking damage. Once the Siege Giants are captured and move into lane, the thrown rocks will continue to deal splash damage. The Giants will outrange every tower and fort on the map, including the palace, meaning if you have siege golems pushing into your base, someone should deal with them as soon as possible. Siege golems are a great split pusher, since the only thing that can stop them are heroes or minions, but after a very long time. Alternatively, a team can push with the siege golems and protect them from your enemies while they deal the damage to the forts. The second type of camp is the Knight camp, which consists of 3 melee knights and a sorcerer. The sorcerer is able to shield any knight, making the sorcerer the primary target and the focus target in the camp. Once the sorcerer is dead, finish off the other 3 knights to unlock the capture point. The knights do a lot of damage, so any summon, such as Nova's clone or Nazeeva's wall of zombies, can make taking this camp a lot easier. Remember, the mobs will hit the nearest enemy. Once in lane, the sorcerer will no longer shield the knights, but instead gains an aura that buffs nearby allies with bonus attack damage, ability power, and attack speed. Killing the sorcerer will immediately remove the buff, so identifying and killing it will greatly reduce the damage output of any heroes or minions standing inside. Unless your team has a huge advantage, I would not recommend fighting a team while they have the sorcerer's aura. The Knight camp can be also used to split push, as the Knights themselves will output a significant chunk of damage under the effect of the aura. The Grave Golem is the final mercenary camp in the game, but only appears on 2 maps as a mercenary camp, Blackheart's Bay and Cursed Hollow. It will hit the closest target for a large amount of damage, and periodically use a ground stomp that will damage and stun any heroes that are nearby. The Grave Golem also has a route that it targets at a random player. This camp has a ton of health and should be done with your team, though very specific heroes can solo them, such as Gazlo. However, this Gazlo should be using his turrets to tank the Golem, and be moving out from the stun. Unlike the other camps, the Grave Golem has no changed abilities when pushing down the lane. One more thing to note, on the Haunted Mines map, the Grave Golem will not target anything except structures. It will head straight for the fort in its lane, ignoring all heroes, minions, and other mercenary camps. It will, however, still use its ground stomp and root abilities. That's all for this video. I'll have another video on mercenary camps shortly, outlining some of the important talents and when is the right time to get mercenary camps. You guys know me as Squishei, and I'll see you guys in the Nexus.